What's up, YouTube? Welcome back out to Take a Hike with Jim. Makes me Jim, aka your boy YaKnow. As you can tell by around me, behind me, plenty of white stuff around, right? We had a nice snow last night, so today we're just going to visit and walk an old familiar friend. One of the very first trails that we've walked on this video and start our journey all that time ago. Back to the park loop we go. I think it's going to be the safest option for us today. So we just wanted to get out and do a little bit of hiking before tonight's live and go from there. So here we go. Let's have a nice winter hike, right? So in saying that, like I said, it snowed last night, and we're supposed to get some more snow throughout the day. They're saying up to 4 inches. If you haven't done so already, please give us a thumbs up if you like our channel and its content. Hit that subscribe button. And if you'd like to make a donation towards the Appalachian Trail 2026 through hike, the links are in the description. So they're calling for up to 4 inches today of snow total. I don't know that we'll get it or not. Temperature right now is about 36 degrees. As you can tell, some of the snow already fallen off the trees and different things. It's going to make for a good slippery time here on the hike. But we still wanted to get out and hike versus setting in. We got some rain gear with us, got our puffy with us, got some water with us, got our purifier with us. Oh, we got all kind of things here that are with us for today's trail and today's little hike. Like I said, you folks have seen me walk this a couple times. I always like revisiting this trail when the weather's bad, different things like that, and I just want to get a nice little walk in the woods. You'll see me do this trail again and again. So if you've seen this trail that way in the winter, haven't seen it that way in the winter. So whatever, it's the same trail, right? It's a loop, but we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have a great time doing it. Maybe somebody missed this trail before and this is your first time seeing it or whatever, and we're going to try to get some very good footage. So a funny thing happened this morning. Check this story out real quick. So this morning, me and the wife had some doctor's appointments, and she did, and so afterwards was like, hey, you want some breakfast? She's like, yeah, let's go get some breakfast. So we go to a local restaurant here in West by God called Tudor's. If you know, you know. So we did go to Tudor's, right? And we have our breakfast, and we're talking about how good of a time breakfast was and eating. And I saw a friend over at a table, and I used to work with a colleague, and I always like giving my buddy a nice shout out and going over, patting him on the back, telling him Merry Christmas or whatever happens to be coming around the bend. Him and his wife, great people. And so yeah, go over to the table where he's at and said, hey man, got a cousin going through open heart surgery today, remembering the prayer. They said, let's just pray for him right here at the table. Big old group of table of them. It's like, cool. So we do the prayer, and I'm like, hey, see you later, man. I said, I'm gonna go walk a trail because I'm getting ready for that Appalachian Trail through hike still. And there's these people at the table, they're like, whoa, 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 you're doing the Appalachian Trail through hike? I'm like, yeah. I'm doing it in 2026, step out March 10th. And they're like, we're section hikers. We've done the whole trail. And then this gentleman right here, he's actually through hiked it. And I was like, boom. So I stood there for the next 30, 45 minutes, just picking these folks' brains. Can't remember the trail names. I do apologize. But picking their brains for information, talking about experiences and different things. And we're going to share some of that tonight on the live. Some of the things we talked about, some of the advice they gave me, things like that are priceless. And the one guy that was a through hiker and the section hikers, they was all excited. But the one through hiker, you could see the memories flooding back, and as he was telling the stories and the different things about the trail, and seeing yet another generation dedicating and walking something that he dedicated to and walked and loved. And it was real encouraging to hear the words that all of them had to say, but especially him when he looks at me and goes, you're going to make it. you're going to make it. You can tell the ones that are, tell the ones that aren't. I've heard, he didn't say that, I'm just saying, I've heard that. And for another thru hiker, look at me, dead face in the eyes, and say, without a doubt, I know you're going to make it. Man, that's, whew, you talk about encouraging today. That was encouraging. And we have the live tonight and different things. So, I don't know, I just wanted to come out and do a little hike. And I really don't got nothing going on until a little bit later. And I don't think we got to worry about rain and thunderstorms and stuff like that, snow. Maybe the temperature drop a little bit cold. But we're wearing our layers and all that stuff. So, just coming out and feeling good, taking our time, and getting some nice hike in. We're thinking about switching up shoes again. These Altas Olympic 6s, man, Ultras Olympic 6s, they are extremely comfortable when they're working, but where they are a zero drop, they give my arches, my arch support where I'm flat-footed, a lot of trouble. So that's something that we are looking into, maybe switching over to another different pair of trail runners. People have recommended hiking boots. So my experience with hiking boots has not been a pleasant one, but it's not to say that there ain't a pleasant pair out there for me. It's just I haven't found a pleasant pair yet. So trail runners is kind of the lane that I'm in. We got a lot of great things to cover on the live tonight. And subscription appreciation night is Friday nights. We're going to try to keep that going when we're on trail. Now, we don't know that we'll be able to do it live. We won't be able to do it every single week. But we're going to try to do something for subscription appreciation at least once a week while on the trail. Let's just stop a minute. Let's just get quiet just for a second. It's just little things like that sometimes I feel like we need to stop and take it in and just take a second and reflect on what it is we get to do every day, and that's be out here on trail with you fine folk, having a great time, having great hikes, making great memories, and just yeah, just a great experience. And on these days where we're doing familiar trails that we've already done or whatever, and it don't seem, or the trails ain't that long and it don't seem like we're getting any training in, we are, because this is cold weather training. It's in the 30s. It's like 35, 36 degrees, and I will be honest with you, I'm warm. I am good to go. The only thing that's a little bit cold is my up around my ears, my cheeks a little bit, because this headgear that I got ain't the best in the world. We're getting ready to improve on that stuff. A couple little items, we talked about that. I think on yesterday's video, a couple little things I want to upgrade. That's one of them, my base layer for my headgear. I don't even know if anybody takes a base layer for their head, but by God, I am. But what if it adds grams? Let it add pounds. I don't care if it's a big head. If you know, you know. But we're learning more about pacing ourselves. When coming out for the hikes and preparation and all that. Each time we come out, we learn something brand new. I just wish my lung capacity would be better than what it was, or better than what it is. So do yourself a favor. If you are a smoker, take the pack that's sitting in front of you, take the cigarette that's either in your mouth or in your ashtray. Maybe you're driving and they're in the armrest of your car or that little change hold area. Do yourself a favor. Take those cigarettes, throw them away now. Stop now. No matter how old you are, no matter how long you've been smoking, stop now. Deer tracks. Stop now. Stop your smoking. Give your body and your lungs a fighting chance. Man, I was a big smoker. Quit for years and then started again. Quit again for years. Started again. It's repetitive. But I'm here to tell you that the one thing that's different from this time, from all those other times I quit, I can tell the difference in my breathing. And I'm not happy. I'm 44 and I'm not happy about it. So do yourself the favor. I don't care if you say, well, people will die around me, I'm gonna kill them if I don't smoke. Kill them. Better them than you right now, just saying. No, don't kill people. That's not good. We're not endorsing that on this video, but you know what I'm saying. Got people says, oh, it don't really bother me. My body is so used to it. I can smoke a pack and go run a mile. So I challenge you on that. I'll meet you wherever. I'm gonna let you smoke your pack of cigarettes for that day, and then I'm gonna watch you run them out nonstop. So I'm gonna challenge you. Do yourself the favor. Quit. Well, it's something I enjoy doing, and very few things I get to enjoy in life. I've heard all the excuses. I've made all the excuses. I've had family members that would probably still be here if not for those excuses. So do yourself a favor. Do your family, your kids, your grandkids, your husband, your wife, your mom, your dad, your co-workers, a friend, a neighbor, but most importantly, do it for yourself. Quit smoking. Don't start chewing. Don't start dipping. Don't start vaping. Don't replace one with the others. Just give it up. If I can do it, you can do it. Moving on. That's my TED Talk for today. Hope you enjoyed. So, we got some interesting questions for this week's Tuesday on the poll. Be sure to head over to the community section. Stay tuned there for polls, quizzes, information and more. And we don't have the 500 subscribers needed to do an actual quiz. We've talked about this. So we just do it the old-fashioned way. And there's a new one posted this week already. Runs from yesterday through Monday, which was Thursday through Monday. Get your vote on. And let's have a 45 minute to an hour conversation as a community. Woo! I like this little trail because no matter what trails I go on, like we did in the Grandview Trail the other day, phenomenal trail. Steep, long, elevation challenge. We knocked it out. Felt great doing it. One thing I like about this little park loop trail, no matter how many times I do it, no matter what condition or shape or whatever I'm in, it always seems to give me a little bit of a challenge every time. There's never been once in 3 years that I can honestly say that I came out to this little trail and slayed it. Not once. It always has something that it dishes out to me. That's why I love it. I don't got to worry about hunters as much. Praying for the family that lost their 26-year-old yesterday in a hunting accident in Pennsylvania. Praying for the young man that took the shot, or the person in that accident. One family's life is completely changed because a young man's life has come to an end on this side of eternity. No matter what you believe, the guru, the universe, the Christian, the Hindu, whatever, this side of life is over. The next journey has begun. And for a gentleman or a person, a lifetime of regret and what did I do and could have done different has begun. So praying for both families. For those of you that don't know, Pennsylvania yesterday, December the 4th, 2025, group of 24 hunters or so in a group out hunting. Guy pulled up a gun, shot about 175 meters, or 175 yards, not meters, 175 yards estimated. Hit another hunter, I suppose it was a hunter, I want to say hunter, might have been a hiker, I don't know, in the leg. And I got an icicle on my shoelace, gotta fix that. And hit him in the leg. Time they got there, and because of the weather, he bled out. He did not make it. So I know when I got up excited going into the woods yesterday, that was not part of the agenda. We'll set this right here. Try to let you enjoy a little bit of a view. Maybe has on attempt. And the Fed Station Road trail again. I like the Fed Station Road trail. I just don't feel like doing it today. There's some steps down there. Fayetteville Trail could be fairly long, so we'll come over and do that trails. So anyway, like I said, as far as those lives that have been changed, prayers, thoughts for those families, right? So we are going to finish our hike, we got some things going on today at some point. Not sure the exact point, but at some point. So, and then we got tonight's live. So, let's get some side view of the trail. Let y'all see some of the snow right here as we walk. But it was so encouraging to run into some hikers and through hikers of the AT this morning. Stoked. All right. I don't know what I'm more obsessed with, to be honest with you. Walking the Appalachian Trail or these dang YouTube numbers, right? Enough to drive you crazy. But, you know what? Me and the wife talked, and I'm not going to put a whole bunch of emphasis on who leaves the channel and let it stress me out the way it has the last 2 days, 3 days, because it's the ones who stay that are important. The other people are important too. It's just their interest has changed, their focus shifted, or maybe they was bots or whatever and the YouTube algorithm wiped them out. Maybe that was the case, don't know. I just know that it was extremely weird. I had lost 1 or 2 subscribers. I don't know. 1 or 2 subscribers in about when I first started this. But nothing like the last 3 days. It's been down, up, down, up, down, up the numbers, and it about drove me nuts. Like, what I do wrong? Did I say something wrong? Did I do something wrong? I'm still doing stuff the way I did. I'm trying to improve each video. Blah, 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 blah. Wife said, well, maybe, have you thought that it's not you? No, honestly, I didn't think that. She said, maybe other people, the interest has changed. Maybe they found somebody else they wanted to follow, or maybe they got bored with it, or maybe they wasn't even real to begin with. She said, why are you so focused on it? She said, I need you to ask yourself a question. I said, what's the question? She basically was like, would you still be out there with a camera doing what you're doing even if you had no subscribers? And the answer was a resounding yes. Didn't matter if I had 1, 180, 300, or 10,000. I would still do what I'm doing because I'm enjoying it. She said, there's your answer. So we're not going to concentrate on it as much. If it drops, it drops. If it goes up, hallelujah. But at the same time, main focus is the Appalachian Trail. All right. So not as much snow on the trail. I mean, I know it's nice cover, but our first snow we came out here, we was breaking trail, remember? And since people out here walking this morning, and a little bit kind of a different snowfall. I think people understand the difference in the snowfalls you get. Like, get a wet, heavy snow, like fluffy snow. You get the snow that snows but don't stick. You get the snow that snows so fast that it piles up real quick. But as soon as it quits snowing, within like an hour, it's gone. I mean, it's like bubblegum and shrimp, right? All kind of snow. Now there's dedication. in shorts, 36 degrees running. I'm not there yet. Pan over to the side. Hello, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, that's a whole new level of dedication. One day maybe, but for now, I'm happy walking my little trail, carrying my little stick, shooting my little film, and being happy. All right, ain't that what life is about? Having a great time. So I don't know, we gotta work on some things. Oh, no mountain bikers today. Sad. Y'all know how I feel about that. Can you feel the sarcasm? Just saying. If you're a mountain biker, I don't apologize. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure there's a great group of y'all out there. I just ain't met them yet. Not around here. And they're really rude when it comes to trails around here. And homie don't got time for that, you know what I'm saying? So I don't like bikers on trails. Do not. Unless it's a biking trail. And then if I'm hiking on a biking trail, then I'm the problem, right? I'm the nuisance. I'm the butthead. But if I'm on a hiking trail and they're biking, they've been rude. They can be rude. So it's just like, you do your thing, I'll do my thing, and we'll meet somewhere in the middle, right? Man, it's extremely feels good. Feels good. YouTube short moment coming up. See how we mark the trails in West, by God. You can go that way, or you can go that way. I don't know. Anyway, for those that know, you know about the arrows. But little shorts moment there. Didn't feel like turning off the camera and doing whatever. I can always edit that. Whew. Beautiful day. Maybe y'all can see it on camera, not the big pieces of snow melting and falling off the trees. And makes for unique sound. And I love how you come up on these heavily covered tree areas and there's hardly little to no snow, right? But it is extremely feeling good out here today. Extremely warm. I think we're, climatizing very well. So, you know, that part of the trail, I think we'll kind of be ready for, perhaps, in a sense. It's a different kind of cold. Being 4, 5, 6,000 feet above elevation than it is here. I get that in the wind and different things. But for the most part, I think we'll be okay. There's the bike trail. And then this is the hike trail. We'll take the hike trail back. I was debating whether to take the side part of the hike trail like we have before. But I think we'll just continue on. But there'll be some difference. But for the most part, we're out here, we're training. So, I want to give a shout out to Tent Life Crisis. Gentleman that's going to be doing a through hike this year. If you don't know, follow his channel. If I say your name and I don't have your channel name right or your channel right, put it in the comments for people to follow your channel, please, if you don't mind. helps me out here a lot. Plus, I'm trying to help you out by giving you some shout outs and everything. And so, Tent Life Crisis had his first shakedown. I'm wanting to wait and see them other videos he's coming out with and see how that went and different things. And looking forward to running into him on trail, and then Lisa and Phil. Looking forward to meeting one, if not both of you, out on trail. And then I got some other folk that follow and subscribe right here. I try to subscribe to those that are hikers and through hikers. They're going to be doing the 2026 trail. And the ones who've done it before. I try to give y'all follows and mentions, and like Laura, I call her Lady L, but Laura, she's out there. Watch her channel. Mainly go to YouTube and type in AT 2026 announcement videos, and just go through and start watching some of those folks. I'm gonna start writing down their names and stuff so I have them to put in the descriptions. Some great channels, great information. It's very cool to see other people like myself going through gear. Whoop, about fell. Going through hikes and going through slippery. Don't want to fall down too many roots and rocks right here. Going through things like that I'm going through, and the questions and the whatever. And then we have some other folks that have through hike, like Chase. Chase, can drop his page down in comments if he'd like. Has done the trail, and Chase is all time dropping, or they are, we'll say they are, dropping comments and suggestions and things in. And Sloth is all time dropping comments and suggestions. And we got some others that's been out on trail that are, and Sparky comments, and all these folks. So if you got a training video, or you are preparing for the through hike in 2026, drop it in the comments. Let us come follow your page. Let us be subscribers to your page as well as you are to this page, and continue to build this community around each other this year. Let's be and I know every class says they're the best hiking class, and I'm not taking away nothing else from any of the other classes, but baby, we are the 101, and that means something to me. So let's try to make this the most exciting year in 101 years of the Appalachian Trail, and let's build one hell of a community. You know what I mean? Just saying. If you know, you know. So for all of you folks, thank you so much for supporting the channel, being out there, stepping up, keeping the dream of the trail alive. And if I don't see you on trail, if you see me and I don't see you, because me and my buddy Jason, it's on here, we have this problem. I'll think it's him, but I'm not sure it's him, so I ain't saying nothing. And he don't say anything because I'm a YouTuber, and he's like, I know how YouTubers are, so I was trying to let you do your thing. So we go back and forth. If you see me, it don't matter if I'm filming or not, be like, hey, you know, I'm on your channel, this is me. And I'll be like, oh, okay, cool. Kind of put a face to the name, you know, that kind of thing. We know, I can know who I'm talking to and whatever, and have a face to the name. And if I don't see you on trail, because I am a slow hiker, I will dang sure, hopefully, if you choose to, get to see you in Damascus for trail days. Because no matter where I'm at, I want to make it to trail days. I just do. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. As they say here in West by God. So here comes the incline out. Ain't too much of an incline, but like I said, once again, this trail, I can never say there's been one time that I've came over and just crushed it, because every time I'm finding something new. A different footing, different weather, more or less traffic. Always something on this section in the gorge that educates me. And I can never once say that I owned this trail. It is very much always owned me. So, and it's a small trail. It's weird. I've hiked it with full gear, slack packing. Ooh, just got done almost snow. Half gear. Tree was just like, here you go. You was talking about something different, have a snowball. And covered me up. So, always something on this trail. All right. And we are back to where it all began. Right here. All right. This has been Jim. As you know. All right, thank you so much for tuning in to Take a Hike with Jim right here on just a stroll in the winter in the woods today. We appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to donate, links in the comments. And until next time, I only need one more favor. I only got one more thing to ask of you. Can you do me just one more little thing? Take a hike, would you?